So today I'll be recapping my position on Ord CAD short, which resulted in a profit of $500. Welcome back to the Daily Nugget. It's day 47 of 365. And starting on the daily, price had established the bullish range and pulled back into equilibrium. And it was still quite corrective and still trading in that counter trend on the 4 hour. So when price pulled back into this, it was a 1 hour bearish order block. This validated resistance setups to see price come a bit lower. I like that the correction into the order block wasn't very impulsive, because that could have signaled, sweep below there and you could have just been continuing higher. But at the same time, because of how large this range was, if we started to see more of a corrective sweep, then that's normally an indication that, we're going to violate these highs once we clear that low resistance range. So we corrected high with nice momentum. And then dropping into the 15-minute, you can see this initial sell-off was valid, and you could have taken it there, but was more of a draw on liquidity, in my opinion, because we didn't get that clear sweep of the internal 15-minute time-based liquidity. On the 5 and 1 minute, that could have been the case. But for me, it wasn't clear enough on the 15-minute. And so this was more of a high risk, I think, play, even though it did displace. But yeah, wasn't tempted into that and waited for more development, which we eventually got. And we got the sweep of that high just before the New York Open, which is where I got confirmation to then execute shorts to the downside. So after the initial sell-off, which allowed me to reduce my exposure, this pair became very corrective. And I think stomaching these periods of low volume is a learning curve with adding more pairs to my watch list, and essentially trading these kinds of pairs. And something I'm noting is that my strategy or plan may require different management strategies based on how price unfolds, because although this did, eventually sell off, on a different day, this could have stopped me out before it sold off, or I could learn over time that 8 times out of 10, when price does correct like this at entry, it's just going to break out counter to whatever my bias is. So I think it's